Welcome back, everybody. Back here on the Sky Factory. So last time we got our little water mill set up down here. At least started. I've expanded it just a little bit, not anything too super crazy, but you can see now that during the daytime here we have 116 or 167, 167 GP. So that's plenty fine for now. So today what I want to start doing is getting into some of this draconic evolution. That's what I built this little platform, and this is kind of the setup for part of that. Just kind of like the form of what I need to build and set up. I also did go ahead and I made a couple of these tier 5 cobblestone generators. I've just got them piped into this quantum storage unit. Just to start filling that thing up, because it's going to take four friggin' ever, and I'm probably going to end up adding like I don't know how many more of these cobblestone generators to actually get this thing full. But the recipe for that is these obsidian chests, which is part of the iron chest mod. So you go from gold, well actually you go from wood to iron to gold to diamond, and then turn those into obsidian. And then a couple ender pearls and some more iron and one of these machine chassis things we've seen before. So that's that thing. I thought it showed like a capacity in this thing, but apparently it doesn't. But you can see I've got 4 of these guys going, and these tier 5s, I think they make like a stack per tick. Okay, so it makes 1 block per tick. Which is the tier 1 every 40, and then 20, 10, 5 every tick. So a block per tick is pretty good. I don't remember what the exact tick rate is for Minecraft, but it's up there pretty high for the server ticks. As you can see by the counting. I'm not 100% sure if these pipes are even able to keep up with the production of these things. I've got them upgraded as high as they'll go. 4 times 15 is what, 60? So it's actually technically four blocks per tick, probably too slow, but that's about as good as I can get them. So anyway, that's nothing really important. That thing's just going to sit there, and I might end up hooking it up to the system just to have access to the cobblestone. Really not important. I still got this one hooked up here, so that's just a little something that's going to sit there and just be doing its thing by itself for the rest of the eternity. so all right, let's try to learn this little. Let's try to get into this draconic evolution. I'm kind of learning it as I go, so bear with me here. Awesome. All right, so first things first, I did watch a little bit, just like a kind of quick overview of how some of the stuff works. And this is like the instruction book in game, which is just a piece of the draconium dust and some stone wrapped around it. One thing I didn't check that I want to look into, which I'm sure is how it works, but I just want to double check. So you can use the engineer's hammer. Crushed end stone is another way to get it. Crusher machine. I might look into that. What's this crusher from? Extra utilities crusher. That might be something to look at too. Just trying to figure out the ways to get this. So that's it. Okay. So it's probably going to be maybe this. Of course, we don't have the ore, so actually I take that back. It's probably going to end up being one of these 2 crushers. That's not too hard to make. I don't know what the difference between the single and a double crusher is, but I'll have to look at these and maybe figure out what they actually do, and if they're any faster or worth even looking into over this. The reason being, the dust, draconium dust, is what you find in vanilla Minecraft. When you mine the ore, you get this dust. Now, obviously, we have ingots that we can make from the mystical agriculture, and so I was just trying to make sure I knew how to get from the ingots back to the dust, because the dust will be required for some of the recipes. Anyway, so I made the book thing, and we were just looking at it real quick. If I go back to the first page, this is just telling you about how this book works, and the guy that made the draconic, or guys, girls, whoever it was, singular or plural, was also making this mod here as this guidebook thing that he would. Anyway, that's what that first page is about. We've already done the basically we know about the cores and the armor and stuff. You can upgrade the armor, but that needs this fusion crafting, which is what I'm really interested in. It's something that I haven't done yet, which is what I've got set up, or at least the makings of over there. So in order to do this, we need these what do they call them? Fusion injectors, and then the core thing, whatever this core is. Fusion crafting core. So that's our first step, is to make this guy. So let's make one of those, and that is fusion crafting core. It takes one of these. Got one of those, and I think we should have the rest of that stuff. Yep, there we go. Sweet. So that's that. This thing sits over here, right on top of that, just like so. We can go ahead and pull that out. Basically, the way these injectors work, if we look back at the book thing, it's got a range of, I think he said it's 16 in every direction. Yeah, so it's 16 from the center, this way, that way, up, down, left, right, north, south, every direction. The crafting core has to be in the center, the very center. But you can put the injectors from anywhere from right next to it all the way to 16 blocks away in a 3x3 pattern centered around that guy. As far as I can tell, though, you only need at the very maximum 8 of these guys. So that's why I've kind of gone for this setup. The center block is just there to hold, to have something to place against. Once we actually make these injectors, that'll be gone. It'll just be the 4 outer blocks on each side. So first things first, looks like we're going to have to make 8 of these guys. So 8 blocks of iron, a bunch of stone, 8 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Burning through that draconium. Let's see how much essence we have. See if we can make some more of that. I might end up, actually, might is probably a definitely code word for definitely. Gonna have to make some more seeds for that. Don't think I can do eggs. Not egg. What am I looking for? Draconium. I don't think there's a chicken for draconium. Yeah, so it's just only from the mystical agricultures are only. So yeah, I'll probably end up making at least half a dozen or so of those seeds just to boost our production on that. Among other things, I've kind of just got basic stuff here. This energetic alloy, pulsating iron, that's all like the Ender IO stuff. I might actually pull those up pretty soon. I'm getting the vibrant alloy I've used a good bit of, but some of this stuff I just want to have a little bit of. Anyway, back to what we were doing. We need 8 of those infusion cores. Let's just do this draconic. So that was 8 of these guys. We might have enough for this. No, what am I missing here? Block of iron. Do I not have... Do I have any down here still? No, took those out. I don't have any blocks made. Nope, guess not. Alright, no problem. So we can make 8 blocks of iron. There we go. That should be good for that. What did I run out of? I only made 7? Oh, I bet I know where it is. Clear this. It's probably hanging out in the crafting grid up in here. All up in here. Yeah. Alright, cool. So that's that. Sweet. So let's go get these guys in place. Before I forget, let me go ahead and grab my power conduits. These guys. I guess I can get rid of this net. I don't need that right now. I did make another chicken. I made an emerald chicken. The reason I did that, and I actually, while in the process, I ended up with a second diamond chicken, so I kept that too. I needed emeralds to upgrade that thing to level 5, or those things down there. So I did make a seed also, but it just wasn't doing what I needed it to do right away. Eventually it'll be fine. You don't really need emeralds for a whole lot, but I've got a chicken going for that as well. Anyway, that was just a FYI deal. So let's break these off. Get our... Nope, that's not right. I mean, I could put it there, but I've already ran the power and everything for 1 block farther. So we'll go ahead and just stick with what... Come on now. Quit being ornery. Alright, that thing's starting to irritate me. So, let's just get these placed up. And we can... Nope, that's not right either. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. There we go. Cool. So yeah, these things need power, the injector dudes. So I've already gone ahead and I've routed the power up to at least to the floor level, and I've ran it across and hooked it up over there. So we're good to go on that. Just need to get these in place, and then that is not what I wanted. All right, got those in. Get the power hooked up, and we should be good to go. Boom. Get this other side. We'll take those pieces of wood out, and that should be all she wrote. Awesome. So these things should be getting power. I don't know if it tells me they have like a GUI. I don't know if they even have a GUI or anything to tell me. This thing should. Okay, so yeah, it looks like if you right click on this thing, it shows you the recipes. So right now we're on basic tier. Obviously we just kind of started. This is showing how to upgrade the bows, I guess. So Wyvern is another tier of, basically the tiers go from basic to Wyvern to draconic to chaotic. In order to make it, like this is a Wyvern recipe, in order to make this recipe, we'd have to have Wyvern injectors. And I think that was the reason why he made it where you could have like, so what was it, 9, 20, 30, up to 36 injectors pointing at this thing. Is because you don't have to have like all 4 of these have to be Wyvern to make, or all 8 to make a recipe that only needs like 4 of them, for example. So you could have like 4 of these and then 4 Wyverns over here, and I think hopefully you get what I'm trying to, the point I'm trying to make with that is. But as long as you have the injectors for the recipe for the tier, It doesn't matter if you have other ones mixed in there as well, basically. So I think that's why he did that. Anyway, I don't really know what to do with it now, though. Like, I don't know what's a good recipe to like test to make sure this thing's working. Does he give us something to like check it with? Let's go back to. Yeah, see, I'm not really sure what. I want to like make something and just check and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. What can we make? Generator. Yeah, so this is like a draconic generator. It runs off coal or wood or whatever, like a regular generator, but it makes like way more power. I don't really know why you would need this, because in order to get to this stage of the game, you would already have some other way to make more power. I don't know why that's there, but it is. So what? Yeah, we'll say like, what can I do to test this thing? I didn't get that far in my little tutorial, apparently. This thing's cool. It's like a ender pearl that's reusable. It costs ender pearls to use, I think, but it basically lets you teleport around. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna unless I can find something here real quick, just to. All right. Look, this looks all right. So in order to make this, I need 10 of those things. So, okay, so that's something new to me already. I assumed that there was only. I felt like I'd only seen 8, like 4 on each side for this stuff. So okay, well, let's make 2 more. So I need a block of iron. 2 more blocks of iron. 2 more of these. Should be good enough to make 2 of those, right? We'll go ahead and plug those in. Just right in the middle here. Boom. Boom. In order to make that chest, what do we need? So we needed 5 furnaces. I think I've already got those. 2 crafting tables, a block of draconium. Alright, there's a block of that. Furnace. I needed 5 of these, right? 2 crafting tables. And what else? 2 of these cores. Put this back. Go ahead, put this over here. Put this wood back. Man, oh, that reminded me. I made another chicken too. I forgot completely about. It was it this one? No. Where'd he go? Where'd that little chicken go? Little chicken bastard. Is it this one? There it is. Night slime. So I made this night slime chicken. The only reason I made that guy was to upgrade this sword. So I went ahead and made the chicken, got some ingots out of it, melted it down, and made a tough tool rod to upgrade this sword with. So you can see I got 188 durability. When I plug this thing in, boom, look at that. 1800 durability. I don't think it changed the attack at all. Nope. But we shouldn't have to worry about, like, well, obviously 10 times 1 out of 10 repairs than we were doing, so that's cool. Anyway, that gets rid of that out of my inventory, so I can tidy up a bit. All right, so let's plug this stuff in here and see what happens. Cross your fingers, because I have no idea if this is gonna work. Oh, okay, all right. I do remember that too. So you have to separate this stuff, because it'll take a whole stack. And apparently you can actually like kind of automate this too and pipe stuff into it with you know, whatever kind of item piping system. So that's kind of neat, I guess, if you need to make a bunch of different things. And I don't think it really matters where you put the stuff in these, as long as it's got the right things and in the right places, like as far as the right type of injector. So then what you do is you go here. Oh, I need a chest. Aha, duh. You gotta have the thing that you're like infusing, right? Give me this stuff here. And a chest. There we go. So once you've got the things in there and the things in there and the things over there and whatever, put this thing in here. Sweet. So you get the start option. If I just take this out real quick, you can see that it doesn't allow you to do anything. It's not until it's got a complete everything is kosher with as far as this thing wants to be before it can do what it does. So then it starts charging. I think it said this was going to take 200,000 RF. 20 million RF. I stand corrected. So that's going to put a serious drain on our power system here. Let's see how this thing's doing. Yeah, you can see it's just sucking this thing dry. This thing has a 10 million RF buffer, and it's about to just suck it completely dry, and everything else, like this capacitor over here, probably the wireless charger wherever it is. That actually might not output to back into the grid, but this thing will. Uh-oh, something happened. Okay, so it finished charging finally, and it's now it's doing the thing. Awesome. So it works. Now what we need to do is figure out how we're going to generate the power that this mod requires, because this is like the most basic thing, and it costs 20 million RF. And there's our chest. So this chest better be like the coolest chest ever made, right? For 20 million RF. Okay, well, I'll have to say, I'm impressed. This is a pretty badass chest. It's got energy storage. I don't even know what any of this stuff does. Upgrade, insert a wyvern or higher tier core to boost speed and double ore at the cost of significantly. Double ore? You can double ore in the chest? What? Like, okay, well, I don't know what any of this does. You could change the color, RGB scale color. That's cool. Wow. Wow. I mean, it was definitely worth the 20 million RF for sure. Holy shit. This is pretty badass. So it's got like a furnace built in that doubles ore. Is that what that's telling me? Let me grab a piece of ore something. I probably won't ever use it for this, but it's good to know for in the future for other mods or something. So like, give me some of this. Is it gonna double this stuff? Or is it only like vanilla ore? I guess I probably have to power it first, huh? Let's hook this thing up to the power somewhere. This thing's pretty cool. I had no idea. Oh, there it goes. That's full. So if I put one in, it doesn't even like it. Okay, there it is. Oh, so it's got like a 5-slot furnace too. Damn. So it doesn't double this ex nihilo, but I bet if all right, look, I'm gonna do this real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go into cheat mode, whatever. I want to get a piece of like regular ore. Let's just do iron ore. I just want to see if this works. Okay, so I have to put Right. I just read that a second ago too. So what's a wyvern core? I think that takes another star, doesn't it? No, it's just a draconic core, 4 blocks of redstone. Let me make one of those real quick and put it in there. I'm so like fascinated by this chest all of a sudden. Oh wait, that's a wyvern. Oh yeah, see that does take another star. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make it anyway because I know I can use that wyvern core for something else. How many of those do I have? I did go back and kill a couple more nether withers. I've got 6. Okay, yeah, screw it. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right, put that in there. Put this in, and then all right. So now does it double this? That would be cool if it did. Nope. All right. One more time. I just want to check the like the vanilla ore piece. Yep, it does double that. So that's kind of neat. Although by the time you get to this point, like you could have, there's several other mods that do ore doubling way easier and sooner than this would ever do. But this is awesome. And then it's got a crafting table in it, right? Change the color. It holds. So that's one. This is one like vanilla chest right here. 9 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 20. So that's, I think I probably miscounted. That's probably 27 by 27 by 10. So that's like just this one row is a vanilla chest. So that's like 10 vanilla chests. That's pretty wicked. That's wicked stuff. So anyway, awesome. So we got our we got our at least our basic draconic infusion setup going. That's good news. This is completely untraveled waters for me. So that's cool. That's some cool stuff. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go and like figure out now that I have this what I actually need to do or should do with it, and also how am I gonna make a shitload more power. Probably make a way bigger reactor for one thing. I know there is some power, like these relay and IO and energy crystals. The wyvern is the wyvern tier, but there is a basic tier of these two that it's like a wireless, the draconic system for transferring power. And then there's also this giant massive thing that holds it's just like a storage cube crystal matrix thing. It stores like basically unlimited power, like literally more than billions or more than trillions. Like I think if we look at the book, they haven't even actually calculated how much it does hold. So where's that thing at? Storage core. This thing. Holy shit, this thing is cool. Yeah, so like tier 7 is 2.1 trillion. And it makes it look like either this was just like a joke or he literally just has no idea how much it actually does hold. So that's cool. Cool stuff. Cool things on the horizon. Love it. All right. So I think that's good enough for today. Too much fun has been had. So hopefully everybody's having a good day, and we'll catch you on the next episode. See you later, people.